Yes, yes, yes. You hear the sirens going off. It's the boxing junkie in all of us. We're alive. New viewers, if you just turned into this show, the RT Boxing Show, the Ready Talk Boxing Show, I am your host, Mr.A. And that sound you hear, hate to tell it to you, but you're a boxing junkie. Only boxing junkies hear that. So, thank you for coming to the Rehab Center, known as the RT Boxing Show. If you unsure if you want to stay, walk around, check out some posters on the wall, look at some videos. If you feel comfortable with the surroundings here, sign up at the front desk. Now, the dream, the unified champion, the dream, Devin Haney. He is a unified champion. He's not the highly confident, decadent unified champion, but he does have underlinked belt titles in the organization. Like he doesn't have just strictly USA, USBA belts, NABO belts. He has the I was he had now on BoxRec. He wasn't listed as fighting for the WBA. It was only having for the WBC International, the WBO Intercontinental. But watching the fight last night, I believe they announced him as also. Well, I saw 3 belts on the WBA Intercontinental. I believe it was. So he is a 3-strap holder. We will get to his performance over Antonio Moran. We're going to quickly talk about what this does for him in the rankings. Now, he is number 4 in the WBA, so that Intercontinental title he picked up, it's going to be really, really big over there, really big. He's also WBO number 6 and WBC number 4. So the only thing he is not, he doesn't have a belt for the IBF. That's what he is not having. He's number 9. So the lowest organization he is in is number 9 for the IBF, and that's the one title he doesn't have under Lincoln 2. So it kind of makes sense. Like I said, he's in top 6 in the others, and he's a champion in those others. Now, as far as the fight against him and Antonio Moran, great fucking fight. Great fight. Devin Haney showed up, showed out. I love this about his team. And you saw it, you saw it on his previous fights with the PBC. You watch this corner and they tell him like, hey, you need to turn it up, put on a show, you need to sell yourself. And you can tell with him now headlining, not only was he was his first showcasing on the Zone, he was now the headliner, the guy, and you could tell his dad made him come out and fight like that, put on some pressure, throwing some bombs from the get-go. Like I said, everything else was always the same. His punch selection, his lateral movement around the ring, defense, shoulder rolling counters, straight rights. Everything was on point for Devin Haney. Now, I got something stuck in my damn tooth here. Now, now what you can see difference was the immediate start of going for the power shots. That's what you can see immediately. Like I said, as we said in the breakdown and prediction of this fight, Moran was there to give Haney some experience, a guy who's gonna fight back. This was obviously his biggest competitor. I rated him more than Menard, and Devin Haney he just took the fight straight to him. I like seeing it. I like the knockout, which probably can be nomination for knockout of the month. I don't think it beats Deontay Wilder. Considering the opponent, the level of the opponent, but it might be, well, it's gonna beat Filipovich because Corbin got up, you know. So it might be number 2, folks. It might be number 2. You know, just saying. I don't know yet. Gotta go back and watch them by now. The way that knockdown was set up for you new viewers, and what we're talking about here is what we do. We tally up each thing at the end of the month as the awards. So go watch the videos if you haven't signed up at the front desk already. Go watch the award shows. Best of January, best of February, best of Southway at the end of the month, end of the year. You know, we're boxing junkies. We like to talk, and that's what we're going to talk about. What's the best fight? I don't do fight, and I don't do something else. But we do fighter, disappointing fighter, round, and knockout, and promoter. Those are 5 things we do. So there's no fight of the year on ours, and that's it. So that knockout was set up by his up and down work. Like I said, he mixed up punching beautifully, coming out with strong left hooks, straight rights, and then going up and down with the body. Eventually, led him with the overhand right and just collapsed him. It was a beautiful thing to see. That's the type of fight, you know. If I didn't watch so much boxing, I'll watch that fight a couple times because that was a damn good fight by Devin Haney. Damn good fight, doing what he should do on an opponent he should take care of. And that's what I liked. I liked that he came out and did what the fuck he was supposed to do. We supposed to beat this guy. Let's beat this guy. Let's sell ourselves. Show who the hell we are. And boom. Now, Devin Haney, 20 years old, just like a future with Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson, I got like 2 or 3 of those underling belts, but I think Devin Haney's I rank his belts higher. I believe Shakur has like an NABO. He definitely has higher belts than Teofimo Lopez. I know Lopez has like a couple of those USA, USBAs, NABOs type belts. I think out of those 3 young prospects, Devin Haney has the hotter sisterling belts. Now, before we go, I just want to where can Devin Haney go from here? Because obviously he took a big fork in the road. You know, he went over there to the zone with the idea. Remember, this dude was about to fight for the WBC, his main title. That Luke Campbell all of a sudden Lomachenko came in, which is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. A lot of people had a shit fit about it. You know, hey, a champion wants to fight for that vacant title. Perfectly fine. I have no problem with that. Lomachenko did that. Everyone's saying like, oh, it's a loophole that Joshua and them could use. Let the WBC do it, but that's a whole different video. Where he goes from here, though, now. Obviously, that Luke Campbell fight is off the table, at least for the title, unless he beats Lomachenko. Then, oh, great. That's fucking fantastic. You see the guy who beat Lomachenko, his next fight is on DAZN. If Top Rank does somehow work a deal to have its rights for the next fight. But who can Haney fight next? Like that. Antonio is number 13 by the WBO. So he is the WBO Intercontinental title. But who else can he fight now? I believe Lee Shelby went up. He went up in weight. I thought Lee Shelby was fighting at 140. They have him at number 9 by the WBO. Again, I know Emmanuel Tago. Damn, he's number 1 by the WBO. Emmanuel Tago. I don't see DeBella tossing Tago to Devin Haney when he's number 1. He's going to sit on that spot and just wait for that Lomachenko title. Gustavo Lemos. See, it's going to be these type of fighters that Eddie Hearn's going to have to bring over and fight on DAZN. Because he needs ranked opponents now. You got It's possible. It's possible. Will they do it? Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. Will they do that right now? Mm, mm. That that's like the equivalent of Gorman and Dubois. You know what I mean? That right there. Will they do that? Will they? That's a. I know Ryan Garcia gets shitted on, but the dudes. He ain't. I'm not saying he's a fucking world beater, but he's good. Him and Devin Haney, these 3-3 in the amateurs. And because I was like, okay, 3-3 in the amateurs, but then they said last night that Devin Haney was out of 38 fights, he was 30-8 in the amateurs. So he lost 8, and Ryan Garcia beat him 3 times. So that's pretty damn good, right? You know, this guy has 8 losses, and I gave him 3 of them. So him and Ryan Garcia definitely know each other. I think I heard that right there. It's 3-3. But like I said, who else can he fight? Anthony Corolla, the Eddie Hearn could definitely throw Corolla another check. You know, will he try and bounce back and get his name out there again by beating Devin Haney? You know, Jorge Linares and Golden Boy little working there something out. They could Golden Boy and Matchroom on the zone gonna have to work something out because I just don't. Ryan Garcia, Jorge Linares, those are the names that we know, that the worldwide boxing junkies know without going into the domestic country level. Then from there you could go to Francisco Patriera. He just who did he just upset a while ago that got him his little fame to name? Oh shit! Because Abdullah, he wanted that WCB fight. Teofimo Lopez is fighting Nakatani. So there's gonna be no. He could fight the Russian Roman Adriv. Damn. Okay. Wait a minute. Maybe right here. Joseph Gordina. That's Joe Gordina, right? Will and he's in the IBF. That's fighting backwards. But will Matchroom, will Eddie do that? Gordina and Haney. That's a good fucking fight. I'm all down for that fight. I am super down for that fight. Leave a comment down below. What do you think of Gordina and Haney? Thank you for your time and support.